Well, hey, everybody, again. This is Chris Thorson, Senior Director of Product Marketing for Poly, and today's topic is Poly and Zoom and our alliance specifically with them. I have a special guest with all of us today, Laura Marks, VP of Global Alliances and Partner Marketing. Hey, Laura.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Thank you for having me. And well, I should thank you for being here. So, in any case, can you kind of give the people that don't know about yourself a little background?
Sure, absolutely. I am in the Boston area. I've been at Poly for 10 years almost and have really been focused on alliances and product marketing for the past 4 or 5 years, and really have seen the Zoom alliance start from nothing and really blossom into what it is today. And it's amazing what the future looks like for Poly and Zoom together.
So much has been done. It's amazing in such a short amount of time. So to frame up our conversation, I mean, there's no doubt in the world today that Zoom has really emerged as the player in this cloud video UCaaS space. Right, they're just a juggernaut, and I think most people already know Zoom for all the desktop stuff, the work they've been going on, but they probably don't know for some of the things that we're specifically doing with Zoom and some of the other areas. And so I want to take some time to jump into those areas that maybe people aren't as familiar with. So we'll get there at some point. But to start off with, let's just talk about the relationship that we have with Zoom.
Sure.
What is kind of the status of a relationship? How do we complement one another? For channel partners or customers out there, why should they care what we're doing with Zoom?
Absolutely. So Poly and Zoom really are perfect ends of a continuum. So if you think about Zoom as a service, video, meeting, phone player, they're really in sort of that software stack of capabilities. So whether it's webinars or hosting the meeting or all of these amazing features that are really bringing people together, that's Zoom. Now, what makes the Zoom and Poly alliance so smart and so helpful for customers is that Poly doesn't play in this center area. Poly presents these solutions that help bring these services into different use cases. So, for example, headsets or phones or video devices, Poly makes it possible that all of the Zoom solutions can really be used in their best form in any use case.
Fantastic. So, uh, when people start thinking about that complementary nature of what we do and what Zoom does, right? We say, look, okay, great. We make gear, they make software, hardware and software comes together. Great. What about that? What is it that gear that starts to make that experience better than if I'm just using the Zoom stuff? I mean, I could use my laptop and speakers from or my speakers from my laptop and my mic from my laptop. Why can't I just have a video call that way, right?
Sure, absolutely. And, I think that's where it all starts. So people use Zoom solutions, whether it's Zoom meetings and on their laptops or maybe their mobile device, and they say, wow, this is great because it just works and it turns on and the video's pretty good and the audio's okay. But then all of a sudden, scenarios get a little bit more complicated. So let's say I'm taking a Zoom meeting in a crowded restaurant, or maybe I'm in an open office space and I'm still in a Zoom meeting, that same Zoom meeting. But how do I make sure that I have the best audio experience and that I can hear people and that they can hear me? Well, that's where perhaps a Poly headset or a Callisto, so a portable speakerphone would come in. So really making sure that meeting experience is top notch. So Poly brings the software of the hardware, so this meeting AI and this noise block and high definition sound and this amazing cameras we bring them to a Zoom experience to make that Zoom experience even better. So take a Zoom Room experience. So Zoom Room is when an organization wants to take that laptop experience that people are used to and bring it into a conference room. Well, what devices do you use? You're not going to take a laptop into a conference room and have everybody huddle around a webcam. You're going to
We've all
need
seen that, and we all know it's
We've
not so
seen it,
great.
we've
Yeah.
tried it, and we wouldn't recommend it. So we're going to bring to bear an entire portfolio of hardware solutions, again embedded with that Poly software, that are going to make your Zoom room experience amazing. And the same is true for Zoom phone. So you want to take a Zoom phone call from from your desk, you want to make sure that you have the best audio experience in a Poly phone that's a seamless connection to that Zoom phone software.
So what I'm hearing you say is, yeah, whether you're at home, in the privacy of your own home, like you are right now with your headset on there, right? You don't have to hear all the background noises that might occur in a home. We all know what those
Right?
could be, from dogs to lawnmowers to kids or whatever it may be.
Yep.
Then you know, go in the office, you've got your Zoom phone that you can use on your desk. And then finally you go into a room, when we all go back to those rooms, but you'll be able to have that same Zoom experience in the room, at the desk, or in your home. So I think people probably don't know all of those different pieces, and that Zoom over the past year has become this true UC provider instead of just a desktop video provider.
That's right. And Poly's really expanded along the way, right? So as Zoom has developed into the meeting rooms and into the phone category, Poly has been working on the engineering side with the Zoom engineers to make sure that we have that tight integration so that the user experience is seamless.
So thinking about some of the stuff that's happened recently, right now, I don't mean the immediate recent past, but let's say over the past 6 months, there's been a lot of announcements out there. Some people may have seen those, some people may not have seen those. Can you give us a quick summary of some of the things that have been announced between Poly and Zoom over the past couple of months?
Absolutely. So I'll start on the video side. So back in October at Zoomtopia, Zoom announced a new category of video devices, and Poly was leading that category with our Studio X family of devices. And those are all-in-one, beautiful video bars that allow Zoom rooms to reach new heights. So we have the Studio X30, perfect for Zoom video in a huddle space or a small meeting room. We have the Studio X50 for that medium-sized room. And then we have at the upper size of the conference room, the G7500. All of these are native Zoom solutions with the embedded power of Zoom right out of the box. So we have those brand new solutions which complement a solution that we already had in market, the Studio product, which is a USB video bar, also certified on Zoom, really giving customers a complete portfolio of solutions for the video space to work with their Zoom rooms. So that was a huge announcement for us, and it has really just taken off like gangbusters around the world. Global solutions, Poly and Zoom hand in hand globally for this native video solution. We have also made some announcements around our headsets. So all of our headsets, from the Voyager series like I'm wearing now, to Blackwire, to Savvy, and even our Callisto products, all Zoom ready out of the box. So you can have that really great experience anywhere on the go, whether it's connected to your mobile device, to your laptop, home office, you name it. And then, of course, right hand in hand with Zoom phone announcements and expansion, the Poly line of BVX X50 phones, all certified for Zoom out of the gate. And then not to forget Trio, which is a great meeting solution for Zoom phone and plays a big role in the Zoom video category as well.
Great. So a whole portfolio of products already there, available
Yes.
for Zoom.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day to share your time with all of us. For anybody that's got more questions, that want to learn more about our Poly and our Zoom relationship, you can check us out on our new website, www.poly.com. I want to thank you and all the other folks in our expert interview series here for our Virtual Enterprise Connect. And we look forward to seeing you at other places on our YouTube channel. Just click on over and we'll see you there.
Thanks
Bye
so
for now.
much. Bye.